Hello and good morning, family. Happy New Year. It is January 1st, 2025, and I wasn't going to do a daily read for oracles. And the Spirit says, oh, yes, you will, and woke me up at 2:22. So I went, okay, all right, I'm coming. So I went and looked up the angel number, and this is about alignment. So who am I to argue with Divine Spirit? So the timing was right. I was in alignment with Spirit, and they said, get in there and read. And I said, okay, who needs sleep? So, but this is about connections and relationships and commitment, trust, things like that. So I'm aligned, and I am going to it's my free will. I didn't have to, but it was highly advised that I do. So here's your reading for this first day of the new year. And of course, that's Gregorian calendar. So take it for what it's worth. All right. Let's do a tarot spread, and then I'll throw in all the oracles, including some new ones. And of course, that was the general basis for Christmas presents for me. I'm like, everybody's like, you're so hard to buy for. And I'm like, are you kidding me? What do I do for a living? So what I did is I created a list, a wish list, and put all the extra oracles or tarot decks. And I said, here, go choose from these. Not hard. So I will introduce a few of those today. And we'll stick with some old schools that work really well. All right. So overall energy this first day of the fake new year. Where are we at as a collective today? How are you feeling? And how many people stayed up for balls dropping, fireworks, countdowns? Not me. Nope. We have weird, wacky schedules around here, and I've been so busy, I was tired. All right, starting out, Four of Wands, that's good energy. This is a temporary celebration. Maybe you guys were partying. All right, this guy was showing up in our zodiac yesterday, Two of Pentacles. There's a lot of juggling and balancing right now with finances and time. All right, we're waiting. We may be focusing on new home, new jobs, new career paths, new babies, new anything to have a reason to celebrate, but it takes a lot of time and money. So in the past, justice, trying to find balance. Yep, trying to find balance. Feeling a little stuck. So we've got some repeats in the zodiac. This could be spiritually stuck, but because it's aspected by this guy, I think it's more about time, kicking the can, juggling money. Like, look, I want all this new stuff, but I'm stuck. I gotta wait on. This is RV energy here. In the future, Ace of Pentacles, it's coming. The Divine Creator is going to give this gift. And yesterday, Zodiac said, with the Wheel of Fortune, it's God's timing, not ours. And we've got to get out of this feeling of feeling stuck. Be in the moment. Queen of Pentacles, we are focusing and manifesting what we want. So that's advice. Keep focused on it. Keep making your plans. One of these days, you're going to get a good old shock and surprise saying, here it is. Yeah, we'll discuss a lot of this on Friday's show, which King will be hosting this week. I'll pick back up on Monday. So overall energy is stay balanced and, just live in the moment. All right, Queen of Wands. We are determined to get this done. And the Ace of Wands. Couple of aces in this reading. So this is a good positive reading, it's really about mindset. All right? God's going to give you what you need to move forward and take action. All right? I know, it's just the surprise element going, come on, Dad. Enough already. Let's go. And he's like, you impatient little children. I know. All right. Introducing a new oracle. Power of self-direction. So these are some oracle cards that can help direct our energy and what the collective may need to focus on. Okay? All right. I'm going to pull 3 of these. I normally only do these higher self 1-card things, like with Akashics and things, advice. Spirit is saying 3 today, please. Apparently this reading is really important. Okay. Where are we at with the collective? Opportunity, perseverance. Keep pushing the big boulder up the mountain, right? We are on a conquest. Spiritual untapped potential. This is really about tapping into our spiritual gifts. Keep pushing forward. If you haven't gotten the big release of your intuitive downloads, whatever your gifts are, any of the clairs, keep pushing forward. The opportunity is there, but practice makes perfect. All right, success and abundance, status and privilege, maintaining humility and balance, more balance. Okay, so we have to have the mindset. We have lots of dreams and aspirations for the abundance that God's going to give us, but we have to keep our feet firmly planted on the ground. All right, remember humility, be humble. And we are not going to become the new 1% and turn evil, right? But this is good. Persevere for your abundance. Apology card, reconciliation, fellowship, repairing relationships. There's a lot of this energy going on right now. People want to release, you can call it karma, past cords and ties. If you feel that there's some things left unsaid, go ahead and reach out, try to reconcile. Now remember, everyone has free will. If they don't want to, that's okay. It's not on you. You did your part. Forgiveness is always for yourself, so you can have clarity. Okay? All right. Let's move on. What are we going to do? Let's bring in let's stick with an oldie. I'll do Golden Insight, and then I'm going to add one to it. It's kind of similar. I'll pull 3 of these. Okay, Spirit, fine. No, we'll be pulling 5. I want extra information today. 5 cards. It is a busy time. The news headlines, whether it's media, back channels, whatever, very, very busy. A lot going on. And it can be a little overwhelming. Try not to pay attention to it. Stay grounded. All right, let's do 5. Tree, staying grounded. Yeah. Okay. Scissors, separation, cutting something out, letting go, wanting change. Well, everybody talks about New Year's resolutions. If there's some things that you don't want to go through like you did in 2024, cut some things out. Maybe you're too busy. All right. Maybe there's some toxic people in your life. It's okay. And I know we do want some change. Stay guarded. Put on your full armor. God tells us that. If you feel vulnerable right now, because with all the things going on, they are trying to get us in that fear. energy again. And no, we are divinely protected. So armor up. Ripple effect. Remember, anything that you say or do, words are powerful. What you say or what you do and you put out into humanity. If you're kind to someone else, most likely it brightens their day. They'll be kind. I don't have to kindergarten explain this. You guys know how this works, okay? It's that cause and effect thing. All right, one more. The moon. This is about sharpening your intuition and making sure that the energies do not get you emotionally overwhelmed. And this is also divine feminine. Really bringing out those spiritual gifts that you have. If you stay grounded, cut out the toxic stuff, or know that you're divinely protected, and go with love in your heart, that's when those skills really start to come through. And I had to remind someone recently that, gifts, whether it's speaking with past loved ones or your guardians, guides, off-worlders, whoever you want to put in that category, this has a lot to do with consent. You always need to make sure that they're not going to come and talk to you or give you messages if you don't give them consent. And always remember, give consent to only the benevolent divine. So you say, I give consent to the good. I do not give consent or comply with anything negative. Okay? All right. Well, Spirit, there's your 5 cards. All right, let's introduce a new deck. This is Leclerc. All right. These are just some oracles that each card has kind of a meaning that we're supposed to focus on. All right. There's only 36 in here, but they say 3. I will pull 3. Just a reminder that if you have purchased the buy one, get one free, I have been sending out emails to get you scheduled. The sale is still going on. I'm going to let it roll. I was out a lot in December because I had the flu. So to be fair, I'm going to extend it probably at least for another week if you want to take advantage of the buy one, get one free. Okay? But watch for your emails if you've already purchased. I am getting those scheduled. All right. So we're going to do 3 of these. The doggy. We need loyalty and friendship. Someone you can trust and who supports you. Yep. So in our spirit animal, that would be our Schneider card. But it's number 18. Number 14 is the fox. All right. Always beware of the fox's tricks because they can be selfish and trick you. And they're very clever. And a lot of times they trick you and it's already over before you even realized it. So beware. Stick with people that are loyal to you and are not going to stab you in the back. Number 21 is the mountain. Yeah. A lot of us feel there might be blockages or obstacles, delays, challenges ahead of us because the enemy is in the way. All right. If you're standing down here and you're looking like, I got to get up here, and you're like, oh my goodness, it can be overwhelming. Okay. There is a lot of mountains in our way and delays right now because the bad guys are still doing their thing. But make sure that you're not your own mountain, okay? Because this has to do with stubbornness. Most of the time, we have outside interference. But remember, you can be your own worst enemy. You can put blockages and delay your own spiritual gifts and things like that because you haven't dealt with something or you haven't given consent. Things like that. So just be aware of mountains, whether you're the mountain or someone else is. There is a lot of that because they're clever. You know, the bad guys are creating these mountains. Stick with what you intuitively and use your discernment to people whoever you listen to, hang out with, talk to. Use your discernment. Okay? Including me. If I don't sit right with you, turn it off. No worries. All right. And we've got to remember to stop trash talking people. If you don't agree with someone or you watch something that you don't like, just turn it off. You don't have to badmouth them. Okay? All right. This one's an oldie but goodie. This is what lies beneath. So these could be some 3D mainstream media topics, back channel topics that we might just hear about in headlines. Could be a lot of distraction as well. So let's see. You don't want to hear it. Well, I certainly don't want to hear garbage and drama. I just turn it off. But this energy is around people who we lovingly call the normies. They don't want to hear what you have to say. Make sure that you're not leading with the phrase, I told you so. That's not going to get you anywhere. Okay? If you don't want to hear the negative, turn it off, like the drama and all that stuff. They're distractions, okay? But you're going to also deal with a lot of people that are waking up and they're in shock and they're being traumatized because of all these worldly things happening. They're starting to realize it. We remember when we were starting out on that journey, whether it was yesterday or 20 years ago, 40 years ago. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that because it bursts the world bubble that they live in. All right? So be patient and be loving. This is very strong energy. Now they're using the Jimmy Carter death as a reason. They're actually going to shut the stock market down, I believe on the 9th. Correct me if I'm wrong. But banks are very nervous right now. Okay? Remember, Spirit has always led us to know that something has to fall down. Remember those tower moments in order to bring in the new. Okay? All right. Burning evidence. The current fake administration and 3-letter agencies are doing a lot of this right now. But you need to remember and be reassured that the evidence has already been backed up. When we're told we have it all, they really mean it. They can burn whatever they want to. It's already been documented. All right? So if they come out and say, well, you don't have any evidence, whoever's pointing fingers at whoever, the bad guys think they're getting rid of their evidence of their bad stuff. They are not. All right? So no worries. All right. So that's a little 3D. I'm going to bring in Trisha James here, the prediction deck. And once again, they want 5, not 3. We're just upgrading in 2025. I looked at the date earlier. Now, 112025 equals the number 11. It's going to be a good day. While I shuffle, I do want to send out prayers to anyone dealing with. There's a lot of illness going on right now. And weather, okay? Where I'm at, they are predicting a severe ice storm this weekend. Now, where I'm at have been known to have severe ice storms that will knock out the power. If that happens in the next week or so, I will try to communicate with you the best way I can, if I'm able, if I can't have a show, okay? or if you don't see the oracles in the morning, please know something's up. Hello, sir. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Lovey. We're not napping. Mama needs the table. I know. I love you. I love you. Come on, bud. Come on. I know. Oh, my goodness. You can get back up there when I'm done. He's like, dang on it. Boomer's like a little kid. I need attention, Mom. He lost his collar. So, he's getting so big, I think I'm going to have to order one of those small dog collars. But Boomer wanted to say hi. All right, so they said 5 of these changes coming. Well, duh, we kind of know that, right? New year, new changes. All right. Sinking ships. Okay. I'm not getting physical ships. Could be. We've got planes crashing everywhere. No, something's going down. Meaning it could be administrations, not necessarily the U.S. It could be administrations elsewhere in the world. Well, okay, Canada. They keep saying Canada. Canada's a sinking ship. Okay, there's lots of sinking ships going on. So political, they're pushing this bird flu thing. That's not going to go anywhere. I'll have to do some deep dives on some of these things. Offering donation. It is that time of year. I'm in the middle of working on some of that right now. I'm taking care of some veterans, with winter supplies and, food. It's important. Offer what you can. Of course, remember, we still have hurricane victims that are still suffering. Offer what you can, but don't overextend yourself where you're going to be the one running to the food bank, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that, but do what you can. It's that end of the year. It's the dead of winter. People need help. It's after Christmas, and energies start to die down in January, and the winter blues set in. Offer to help out. Now, if this doesn't have to be monetary, this could be offering your time and services. Maybe you just need to lend an ear or a soldier. Well, okay, you can lend one. I got a Marine if you want one. Your shoulder, okay? So if somebody's going through something, that's a donation too. Betrayed and backstabbed. Well, we know that there's a lot of that going on, especially in politics. And that's, like I said, not just the U.S., they devour themselves. The enemy devours themselves within, and they turn on each other. Scripture tells us that as well, but we're seeing it happen. Compromised and harmful. There's an exposure of a lot of people out there that are compromised. They're not good for us, regardless of what the mainstream shoves down your throat. This is not pandemic energy on the card, but I get intuitively that their plan for that is going to be thwarted. They're not going to get very far. They're not going to lock us down again. Why do you want one more? Okay. They want you to they want lockdowns. Yeah, it's not going to work. Okay. They wanted one more. They want lockdowns. And one of the reasons is they don't want to confirm the U.S. election. They do not want the inauguration. But I've never gotten the feeling that they may have some bumps in the roads and some threats, but I don't get that they're going to succeed. Okay? All right. So those are some possible headlines. Let's do a spirit animal. Who do we have? Thanks, Spirit. They say You can just do one of these. Okay. Let's see who's going to help us through our day. Who's going to start out our new year? All right. Yes, this reading's a little longer. Add more cards and get more time. All right. Protection. We have the sea turtle. I love that. Yes, we are divinely protected. You are a master of finding life's flow. Be in harmony with the rhythm and your path will unfold. Persevere. We had that one. And remember, we're finding balance in our life. So we had those in tarot already. You will succeed. You have everything you need to be protected and happy. The reason people don't feel protected and they're unhappy is a personal choice. You can be happy, but you have to allow yourself to know that you're worthy to be happy. You are divinely protected. Do we go through trials and tribulations? Yes, we do. How we deal with them is the key. All right? So say hello to a sea turtle today. All right. I'm going to do a couple of these angel cards. These are new. This one I introduced last week. This one are our angel eyes. We have the different types of angelic angels that have the eyes everywhere. That's what this deck is about. So let's start with this one and figure out why the angels are waking me up. And Wing says, time to go to work. I'm like, are you serious right now? He's not the only one. My higher self was behind it too. But that's all right. Where is the energy today? Heart-shaped cards. Not easy to shuffle, but Jen's doing her best. 1. Okay, thank you. Prayer. All right. Oh, all right. They said this is a prayer. You need to read it. Okay. Dear God, help me always to remember that this present life is but a fleeting moment within eternity. Help me always to remember that this life is but a dream. Help me always to remember that you exist within everyone and everything. Help me always to remember that love is all there is and all else is an illusion. Thank you. Beautiful prayer. So remember that. Be in the moment, be in the here and now, and choose to be happy, because it'll be gone before you know it. And you'll be out of the matrix. All right. Let's introduce Angel Eyes and see who comes through today. It says warning cards. They're not all warnings. Some of them are positive. But this is the higher angelic realm. And I do believe that we did a roundtable a long time ago, probably last year sometime, on these. And it starts with an O. What is it? Orpheus or Philium. You guys correct me in the comments. It's too early for me to remember. But that's what they're, the angels with the eyes everywhere. And what Enoch saw, like the spinning devices, they have eyes everywhere. Seraphim have 6 wings with eyes on them. So that's this deck. So the higher angelic realm is going to give us a message today. Yes, thank you, Spirit. They said 1 is fine. The path of service. Serve others to find purpose and fulfillment. Well, we had that earlier. This is that love and kindness and humanity. How you can help now without a dime in your pocket is just serving others, being kind. All right? Do a favor to someone, like I said, even if, you're just lending an ear or a shoulder, your time, that is service. It's just kindness. So they really want to emphasize that today. Start out the new year with love. All right. What do we have left? Oh, math. Yay. All right, are we ready? What do we got? Boomer's looking at me like, what are you playing with, Mom? Can I play? Excuse me. All right. What do we have? We have Cupid's arrow. That's for King. All right. Kissy lips. Drinking chalice. Ooh. I always think of King. He tickles me. All right. 99 is our lips. And this is open mouth means be happy. Well, who'd have thunk it? That's what they told us today. Speak your truth. All right? Speak your truth, whatever that is. Even if it's hard for someone else to hear, speak your truth. Find your voice. Open that throat chakra. But choose to be happy. We got that message earlier. 116 are our goblets, chalices, whatever you want to call them. And I do believe this is a celebration. Yep, 2 goblets. Celebration of mutual love. Cheers. Cling, cling. Mr. Cupid comes in here. It's going to be a year of love. 76 is a Cupid or / angel. New love, falling in love. All right. Shout out to all you guys out there looking for love. It's going to be a good day for some love. 138. It's the open road. Oh, it says empty road, feeling lost, desolation, and alone. Well, apparently you're not going to be alone much longer. You're going to find some love, someone to cheers with, okay? Maybe you got to open your mouth and talk to them first. And 3 is our crown. It's a royal crown, so it's a lot of divine feminine energy and loving embodiment of power. And this always represents the crown chakra. So remember the divine love coming in. God loves you. A little premature to say that. God loves you and so do I. But yeah, I'll say it again. Remember that first. Love yourself first. When you recognize God's divine, eternal love, and then you love yourself, that's when the extra cheers and soulmates come in. Okay? Don't feel lonely. Speak to people. Get to know people. If it doesn't work, not meant to be. But there's lots of love in this reading. That's beautiful. So we have 99, 116, 76, 138, and number 3. Anybody wants to math? That's what we have. All right, guys. It's a long one, but I don't mind. You're worth it. Back to work a couple of days early. And maybe I can go lay back down now, you think? Maybe. All right, guys. I hope you got a blessing out of it. If you remember anything today, God loves you. I love you. Just remember, love yourself. Everyone else will love you too. Blessings, guys.